What's up, besties? I am back with another video. I hope everyone is out there being safe. I hope you are staying moisturized and minding your business like the good Lord intended. Y'all see my little puppy? This is Junie B. Junie B is 8 weeks old and she is so hyper. So if y'all hear her in the videos yapping, just know she loves to play. So I know y'all seen the video with Karlissa. She is so mad about the situation with Krishan because Krishan took the baby, Junior, over to see Karlissa's mom and Karlissa's sister. So I was like, why is she so upset? Like, why is she so angry? And she mentioned something about something happened when she was 12 years old and her mom basically gave her over to the man, or she didn't have her back. Basically, she didn't support her. So I found the video where Karlissa is telling exactly what happened when she was 12 years old. And let me just say, what happened with Krishan, when Krishan took that baby over there and she saw that particular video, that triggered Karlissa. Because I saw a lot of people saying, why is she just not bringing this up? Because she was triggered. She was triggered. And I understand why she was triggered too. Because see, Krishan took that baby over there. And then the mama, she's just holding on, hugging and loving all on the baby and stuff. And so in Karlissa's mind, she's thinking like, when I needed you to be there for me, you weren't. But yet you're there for somebody else's child. And you don't even know if this is your blood or not. You see how she treats the family. You see how embarrassing she is. And yet you just gonna accept her. You just gonna accept the baby. And I don't know what Karlissa expected for her response to be with Krishan coming over there. Maybe she expected for her mom to be like, nah, you can't come here, get out. But for what it's worth, that triggered Karlissa. It triggered her. And then too, it's something about when you see like your mom doing something with somebody else's child that they didn't do with you. Like, for instance, my mother does that, okay? My mom, she lives about 20 minutes away from me, I'm not sure. But she don't have anything to do with one of her grandkids, right? But yet, I'll see her hanging out with her best friend's grandson. Like, going all out of town with him, got him, teaching him how to drive, doing all this kind of stuff with him. But yet, you got a slew of grandkids over here that you don't even acknowledge. You don't even really know their names. Like, you literally call them by the wrong name. Seriously. They do. So I get where Karlissa's coming from. Now you want to be all happy and smiley around somebody else's kids. But when it was me, you know what I'm saying, or your own grandkids, or your own great-grandkids, you don't have time of the day for them. But all of a sudden, you got a time of the day for Krishan. But I will say this in Krishan's defense, well, in Grandma's defense, I will say this. I believe Krishan just showed up. She just popped up out of nowhere. So what else was she supposed to do? Be like, hey, y'all can't be here? Was messed with at the age of, well, I'm not sure what age it started, but I know at the age of 12, she was messed with. She was SA'd. And so for her, being that it was a grown man, that is extra triggering for somebody, I mean, we all have a story, right? Even I have a story. Because, see, the same thing happened to me when I was younger, but it wasn't grown old men. They were, children my age. It was that whole playhouse type thing. All of us were adopted, so it happened, right? So there has to be a time in my life where I move on from that. Because that's a situation, it couldn't really be I guess it could have been controlled, because when my mom did find out about it, she didn't do anything about it. She just let it go on. So I understand when the person that's supposed to protect you the most doesn't, it creates this whole barrier that you're going to place in front of everybody. Because the one person that was supposed to protect me didn't. And so in Karlissa's mind, I get it. And Karlissa, she's probably a little bit older than me. Yeah, I believe she's like 48 or something like that. So the pain stays there. It doesn't matter how old you are. People are like, oh, she just needs to sit her old self down. No, trauma is trauma. And just because she's older doesn't mean that she doesn't still have trauma. She does. And sometimes, I don't know what kind of help she needs because she may have had therapy. I don't know. But sometimes it's rooted so deep inside of you that you need extra help. Like there's extra help that you're going to need. And I believe that's where Karlissa is. But y'all check out this video. Y'all let me know down below how y'all feel about it. Do y'all feel as though Karlissa is justified with her feelings towards her mother? And do y'all feel like she's doing it to drive a wedge in between Krishan and the grandmother, so that Krishan has nobody else to go to but her? Do you think that's her motive? Because she could be doing that. She could be driving a wedge in between everybody who wants to get close to Junior, to where if she can't get close to him, neither can you. Because I remember there was one time where Karlissa's friend was able to see Junior right after Krishan had him. And then Karlissa got mad about it. She was pissed. She was like, oh no, how dare you let my friend see the baby, but you won't let me see the baby. So what is her motive, in exposing all of this stuff that happened when she was 12 years old? Now, what is her motive? Do y'all feel like Krishan just triggered her? Or do y'all feel like Karlissa is just being a bitch? And she just being messy, like how she normally is? Y'all watch this video and let me know what y'all think. I'll holler at y'all later.
That sounds like a good idea, right? Okay. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Top of the morning. Good morning, y'all. So I see these two-faced ass pages trying to go pull up my criminal record, but we already know I already told y'all what my charges was when I met y'all. So don't be trying to bring up shit like it's new shit, okay? Let's worry about what Big John and my mom up to with that baby over there. How about we worry about that? Okay? Let's worry about that. But anyway, they gonna get that DNA. Secondly, girl, they over there pulling up that I punched a kid in the chest for jumping on one of my kids. That's what you're supposed to go down for. That's what your criminal record's supposed to say. Your criminal record is supposed to say you protected your kids at all costs. That's what your record's supposed to say. Only thing I ever been in trouble for was protecting my kids. When a person jumped on my son and was calling him a nigger and kicking him with some cowboy boots, I bombed on him. Get the fuck off my son. Just like that. We ended up in a court. Bada bing, bada bang. Probation. I ain't never been to court about none of my own kids. I ain't never been to court about none of my own kids. And I ain't never been to court about no kids that ain't never did shit to my kids, okay? The other charge, I beat up my friend that I was in a relationship with because she revealed the relationship to my 16-year-old son that I did not want him to know. And yes, I beat her up in her house. So those are the only two ever things that I ever been in trouble for. I ain't been in trouble for beating on my kids. I ain't been in trouble for letting nobody touch none of my kids like them other people that's trying to give y'all some bullshit trumped up charges. Tell them what the charges was. Okay, them my two charges. So yes, and I ain't never lied. I always said I've been to jail for rocking a kid's shit that was kicking my son, calling him niggers. Yes, he got in trouble too. He had an asthma attack after I punched him in the chest. I had a baby on my hip It wasn't like I could get in there and break it up. I had Callie on my hip. She was barely like maybe even 2 years old. I had Callie on my hip. Went out there, seen the kids came running to my house. The neighborhood kids came running to my house. He beating your son. He beating your son. Now, my son is 6. This little boy is 9 going on 10. Big, hefty white boy, too. And he had on some cowboy boots, kicking my son, calling him a nigger. Yes, that's what happened. So when I got there, I could have did like this and broke it up, but I did like this and I broke it up like that because that's what my mind told me to do for my kid. Your mind got to tell you what to do for yours. But I don't give a fuck if my kid is 10 or if they 18. When they jumped out the car, putting them up, guess who got out the car with them? I got out the car to be a mom and tell my kids, no, stop, don't. But before I could say no, stop, don't, we squared up with 3 other people. I fell, bumped my head. I didn't get to do much, but I did try. So if you come running up to one of my kids, just like they is about me, I am about them. Now, my mother, on the other hand, when somebody was chasing me to fight me, she had shut the door on me and let me work out there by myself so I could learn how to work. I would never do that to Callie. I'm going out there and at least watch the work. And if she can't handle the work, I'm going to make sure she figure it out. No, my mom shut the door. When I ran home, my mom locked the door behind me and said, handle that work. That's what my mom did. And when I went out there, I figured out how to handle that work because my mom locked me out there to handle my work. What, Pumpkin?
Sorry.
For what? What you do? You pee-pee on yourself?
No.
Well, what you sorry for? Yes, because if y'all chase Journey home, just know, I don't give a fuck if I'm 65 or 85. I'm coming out there with that work. I'm coming outside with her, and we're going to see what we talking about. You're not finna chase my baby all the way home. Literally chase me home, because y'all know the mouth I got. I've been having this mouth since I was like 5 years old. My grandbaby got it, so I already know what time it is. Journey got the mouth. I got the mouth. I already know what it is. I'm literally, ask my friends. Ask D-Shell. My friend will tell you right now. My friend was my friend in 3rd grade. She will tell you, my mom let me get that work by myself. 2, 3, it didn't matter. Get that work by yourself. 6 years old, get that work. No. If the kids knock on my door and tell me you jumping one of my kids, just know I'm coming outside. And when I come outside, I'm not coming outside to be like, yo, mama, okay? Not doing that. And then the other lady that's sitting there with her that's talking shit, trying to tell y'all that I got some charges, child endangerment charges, whatever the charge was, I'm telling you what happened. And the other lady beat her son ass in Walmart, and the cameras caught her ass beating on a baby. He wasn't even 2 years old when she lost her baby. And how she got him back is even worse, but I'll let her tell you that part of the story. So, them charges they got over there is different from the ones I got over here. Mine is for protecting. Theirs is for selling kids, okay? And beating on them. So, we not the same. We are not the same. So while they over there trying to figure out how to run up my charges, run them up. Because I'll do it again. I'll do it again. And if you ain't never lost none of your kids, you know what I'm talking about. Because they lost theirs. Both of them. Exactly. There you go. I'm not entertaining them. I'm entertaining y'all. I'm just letting y'all know the real, because they keep trying to manipulate some truths, and I don't know why. Just tell the truth. Your man wanted to sleep with me. Your daddy wanted to sleep with me. I was 12 years old and y'all mad. And the funny part about it is he don't fuck with neither one of them. He don't ask them to get him to get on to take a picture with them. He don't fuck with neither one of them. You know why he don't fuck with neither one of them? Because he changed his life and he's saved now.
Grandma.
And he don't appreciate that they was okay with that. What type of women are okay with that? If my father, and I love my father probably more than I love any of my kids. I love my daddy. I love my daddy with my heart and soul. If my daddy had did anything to one of my sisters, that love would have disappeared. I'm sorry.
I want oatmeal.
You can't have candy. You want some cereal? You can have some cereal.
I want
We not eating that before breakfast. We is not eating sugar.
I want ice.
We can eat this later, but you got to either oatmeal or some Cheerios. Which one you want?
No, I don't want this one.
Okay, which one you want? Unfold your arms. Let's talk about it. Anyway, no, we're not eating no candy until we eat some food.
No, it's my candy.
I understand that. I understand that it's yours. And if you hit me, I'm going to whoop you back.
No, it's mine.
Okay, I don't care.
No, it's mine.
Go sit in your chair, Journey Pie.
No.
Go sit in your chair. Let's eat.
No.
Don't talk to your grandma like that.
I want to.
Okay, now you're really not getting it.
I want
She already a handful. What is you talking about? She gonna be a handful. She already a handful. But that's okay. I got 2 hands and 2 feet. She good over here. Yes, y'all have to remember, she is 2 years old. I know she a big 2. That's how they treated my kids too. Like they 5 and they know. When they 2-year-olds, you gotta work with them. You can't just body slam them and be in Walmart and fucking lose your kids to Walmart. Okay? And I know what it's like to lose your kid. Because I lost mine to her dad. I know what it's like to lose your kid, but for it to be your fault and you lose your kid, that has to be a horrible fucking feeling. It has to be one of the worst feelings in the world. So I could see where they're angry. But don't be angry at me. Talk to God about it. Y'all chose to believe. Y'all chose to believe, because y'all wanted to believe, in something that was very wrong. That man was digging in my coochie until my coochie was raw. I was 12. I was waking up every night in the middle of the night like, what the fuck is happening to me? How and on earth, as a sister and a mother, do you stand? How do you even live with yourself and look in the mirror? How? And y'all out here worrying about me punching a kid for jumping on Andre, and you knew exactly what happened? Girl, I don't got no shame in none of my games. None. No shame in none of my games, okay? I don't got no shames in none of my games. Y'all, on the other hand, beating your kid in Walmart and letting the man rub your daughter's coochie every night. And then when I told you, you looked in my face like you was going to help me. Y'all can read it in my book. I didn't hold back. I'm waiting to drop the book when my son get out. Obviously, promotional wise, marketing strategies. I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, I'm going to drop the book when my son get home. Because I want him to be a first reader also. But how are you mad? What are you mad at me for? I was 12 years old. I can see if I was like even 14, 15. At 12 years old, you don't even know how to handle shit like that. At 12 years old, y'all, I'm not lying. At 12 years old, I literally was at a table every morning with a knife in my hand, ready to do this man at 12 years old. Because of all of that I'm going through and nobody helping me. But my cousin, who's my mom's age, is a witness because I told him what was happening. And then I begged him not to hurt him or my mom. And he did life for killing somebody. So shout out to me because I saved y'all life. Because my cousin really was about to put that work in. And I saved y'all life. Even at 12 years old, I knew that I didn't want anybody to die. But my cousin will tell y'all, at 12 years old, he saw me crying on a curb. No lie, right hand to God. And when he picked me up and said, out of his own mouth, that man touching you, huh? I said, yes. How did you know? How did you know? He said, because uncles and brothers and family members is supposed to know shit like that. We supposed to know. We supposed to give a fuck. But that's okay. He did the chick with the chick with the pew. And I started crying even more like, no, I don't want my mama to die. I don't want the man to die. I just want him to stop. Girl, it stopped for like a couple of weeks. But that man told my grandma. Shout out to my grandma, my mother's mother, rest her soul. My mother's mother tricked my father and told my father that my mom was letting me move out with her. So her and my father got in the car in the middle of the night and drove for 3 days to save me, my mother's mother, and my father in the car together. This how you motherfuckers gotta be family and stick together. If y'all not family and stick together, now imagine if my mom's mom and my dad didn't fuck with each other. Now imagine if my mom's mom, because my mom only flew one time in her life. She don't fly. So she would never have just came and picked me up on her own. What? I know, I'm running my mouth. It's a tragedy. My mom's mom and my dad. So y'all talk to y'all family members because you would never know who is going to save your kids. My mom's mom and my dad got in a car and saved me. Before he could come in there in the middle of the night and get me that night, they came knocking on the door. Boo, 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 boo. Let her out. I've been gone ever since. So all them other people, I don't know them. I knew them up until 12, and then I was saved out of that tragedy. I don't know the daughter that he had. We like 7, 8 years apart. So if I'm 12, she like 3 or 4. She don't know me. I don't know her. I don't know her. So all I know is that she lost her custody of her kid in Walmart, and then my mom couldn't get the kid from Walmart because they didn't fuck with her either. So the people took the baby to the foster care. That's all I know. So they over there telling stuff that don't got nothing to do with me. They over there telling stuff that don't got nothing to do with me.
Mama, don't be mean. I won't be.
You can have a candy after you eat some cereal.
No, I don't.
Hey, we already talked about this.
I won't.
Yes, you do. I thought so. Come over here in your chair so you don't get my chair dirty. Sit on this chair. That's the only word you know? Okay, let me kiss first. Let me kiss first.
No.
You don't need candy, I promise you don't.
No.
Okay.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Okay. You want a spoon or a fork?
I don't want to.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't want to.
So that's what happened with that story.
I don't want to. I'm not going to.
My mom's mom and my dad got in the car and they saved me from losing my virginity to a drug dealer and a drug addict who had literally bumps all over his entire body called, I forget what the disease was, but it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. I've never still to this day seen anything more disgusting. And it was all over his body and he shed like a snake every night. Every day he scratched and all his skin fell off everywhere. And he was the most disgusting man I've ever met in my life. To this day, the trauma is so overwhelming. I don't let my husband watch my kids. I don't let my dad watch my kids. I don't let nobody have none of my girls without me there. Not for 5 minutes. Not while I go take a shit, none of that. The trauma is so bad. What? You want to eat the cereal now? We can negotiate, but you can't have your way.
No.
Okay, well that's fine.
No.
That's fine and dandy.
I want ice cream.
Oh no ice cream till you eat your cereal.
No.
Journey pie.
No.
Do you want toast
No.
with jelly?
No.
Okay, stop saying no. Yeah, she has my attitude, so we have a clear understanding. I'm working on it, don't worry. Her mama working on it, we all working on it, but she's a Leo with my strong determination and my power. So we on duty. Oh, I I like your dress. It's so pretty. Please, what? What you want? I want you to eat your cereal first, and then you can have some ice cream.
No.
Okay, then let's think about it for a minute. You want me to feed it to you? Here. Where's your iPad? Oh, she's such a big girl, guys. She is such a big girl. Don't laugh at our bowls. I didn't move all my furniture yet. I'm still moving, guys. I had court yesterday for Dre. I've just been all over the place. I haven't had a chance to finish moving yet. My clothes are not even here yet. So that's okay. We making do right now. What's her daddy gonna do with her spoiled behind? He was very spoiled like this too. This is Jonathan Porter at 2 years old. Ask his dad if I'm lying. This is Jonathan Porter at 2 years old, but ooh, see, that's why Grandma need to help you. You making a whole big mess in my new house. So back to the story. So y'all are going to get more details in depth in the book. I'm very graphic and very vulgar. So I describe every emotion, every feeling of what it's like to, you know, tell your mom in front of your accuser. Now, my mom was present. My mom was present in front of the accuser. I understand. Relax. Relax.
It's mine.
You're going to spill it. You're going to spill it.
No, it's mine.
Okay.
I'm thirsty.
My mom was present.
I'm thirsty.
You need orange juice? Can I have orange juice, Grandma, please? Okay. That's her mama calling, y'all. Her mama call at this time every morning. Hold on, we're gonna leave her on hold. Somebody tell Jaden I'm on live right now. She calling for her good morning kiss. Y'all, somebody call Jaden and tell her I'm on live.
No.
What you want? Some orange juice? Okay, relax. Hold on, we gotta get her some orange juice.
Orange juice. Take those for me.
Say thank you, Grandma.
Thank you, Grandma.
You're welcome. Princess Journey Pie. Oh wait, what's that? Oh, that's the milk. Anyway, so my mom was present. She was in the room and she asked me to come in there, and I walked into the room and he's sitting there. So I'm shaking uncontrollably. I'm scared. I'm nervous. But my cousin Raymond told me, tell your mom, and if she doesn't handle it, I gotta handle it. So I told her, she said, what's wrong? She said, is anybody bothering you? And I found it funny how they all asked that same question like they were familiar with the process. Like he asked it the same way. She asked it exactly the same way. Then my grandma asked it exactly the same way. So like they was familiar with the question. So she said, is anybody bothering you? And I just broke down in tears and I said, yes. I said, yes, he's touching me every night. And I woke up last night to make sure that I wasn't tripping. And he ran in the bathroom. And he stayed in the bathroom for like 20 minutes. So at 12 years old, you don't know like why he's in the bathroom so long. But when you grow up, I know y'all know what he was doing in there. But I didn't know, like, as soon as I opened my eyes, he ran in the bathroom, which was next to me. And he stayed in there for about 20 minutes. Now, meanwhile, I'm at the kitchen table, sitting at the kitchen table, like, okay, my cousin said he gonna do him. And I guess that's the only way we could take care of this. So I'm at the kitchen table with a butcher knife this long, y'all. got the butcher knife, beating it on the table, like, bring your ass out the bathroom. Now, mind you, I'm 12 years old. Now, we was in a project, so I was rock'em sock'em every day. I knew what it was to get it in at 12. But I didn't know about that part of what men do at, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know, I wasn't familiar. I've been doing stuff with kids before 12, but I didn't know that grown-ups bothered kids. Nobody never brought that up. So I wasn't prepared for that. But I knew how to do street stuff by 12. I'm not saying I was just like a retarded 12-year-old. No, I'm not saying I was like y'all at 12 years old. I was a different type of 12 years old. So she calls me in there. She asks me that. I tell her, I go back out like, thank you, Jesus. She's going to help me. She's going to save me. This is not going to happen. And by the way, y'all, it wasn't like, like a little nice thing. It was more or less like this. So imagine somebody just doing that to you in the middle of the night and you just waking up and then they're gone. Then you get up, they in the bathroom. So the next night, I got to see what's going on. So I play sleep. Here he come again. I play sleep. Now, mind you, I go in my mom's room, who I already told, and she did nothing. And she in there either pretending to be asleep or dead sleep because she done cracked out for the night. Either way, I'm going to be very graphic in the book. I'm going to tell it exactly how my 12-year-old mind remembers it, how it haunts me every day. That's how I'm telling the story. Nothing like I'm telling it right now, word for word, verbatim. So he finally comes out the bathroom and I panic and I'm scared to kill somebody at 12 years old. I'm scared to death. I'm so scared that I just keep sticking a knife in the table like a crazy person, and he just runs past and goes back to bed with my mom. He go back in there. I go back in my room. I'm up to like 5 o'clock, barely got any sleep. But let me tell you what I did with the butcher knife, because I got receipts for all this shit that I'm telling you. I took the butcher knife and I put the butcher knife in my backpack. Y'all tell me why I go to school with the knife in my backpack. This my life. Ho, you owe me. I go to school with the backpack, open my books to get my books out. 8th grade, no lie, this is my life. 8th grade, I open my backpack, y'all, and the freaking knife falls on the floor, cling, cling, cling. In front of all the kids. No, stop yelling. In front of all the teachers. All the kids see it. I'm in the office. Now I'm expelled.
No, don't touch it.
8th grade, I'm expelled. I ain't hit nobody. I didn't touch nobody. I ain't hurt nobody. But I'm expelled, and this is on my record as a child. This is the damage that they doing to me. I'm expelled. This why my mama told my grandma I can go with my dad, go with her. Not with my dad, with her. Let me tell you why she thought I was going with her. So she could still get that welfare check. One more bite. You trying to trick me while I'm telling my story. One more bite. Okay, then we're not eating candy. One more bite. Let's negotiate here. Let's work this out together.
No.
One more bite.
No.
Okay, then.